Greetings, Sagittarius. This is your first reading of 2022. We're doing a free flow. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It helps me to keep this going. And we're doing a few cards here. A fourth card moving forward. So, like, just as a general overview, let's have a look. Okay. Looking interesting. We come out with the, and remember these are very general readings as well. We come out with the Six of Discs, a card of, it's a generous card, you know. There's no, it's not, ideally not loaded, you know, with obligation, with ownership. I mean, and this is sort of in regards to relationship as much as cash, as much as coin, but traditionally it is the generous figure giving out coins. They know it comes back. It's just the natural flow, speaking of free flow, right? So it's just the natural flow of things. We move here to, there may well be people in your life or aspects of yourself here that we've got the Prince of Wands, very much a risk taker, experimental, you know, on and off, hot and cold, not exactly overly reliable, I suppose, in that way, but it's an interesting card, and there's a kind of there's like a constant dissolution or dissolving and morphing in this into something else, like, you know, it's that fire and ice thing which I always get from this card. So you know, it could be aspects of yourself, Sagittarius. In the central point here, though, we have two characters, both princes, so both young, you know, young, you could say. The Prince of Discs, the other prince here, the Prince of the Earth, who really does chip away at things and prepares the is a great one for preparing the soil, for preparing and gathering all those things that are required for a collective effort, possibly, but a very reliable and steadfast, I guess, is the right word for this prince. So these may well be people in your life, but there's a great generosity here, you know, receiving, giving, this mutual kind of thing, which is nice. Moving forward, we have the Three of Wands, a great card of works in progress and understanding. There's no confusion here. You can see the road ahead. It's looking pretty good. I say that, you know, because we've got the Magician with that Three of Wands as well. Some of the some decks, you'll see the figure in the Three of Wands has one wand behind and two in front. Of course, the Two of Wands, we see what our domain is. We understand our, you know, what we have control over, what is ours to organize and to manage, I guess. So the way ahead is looking pretty nice and elevated, and yeah, mastery reigns supreme when the Magician appears. We're also getting a lot of movement, a lot of guidance, and maybe that's not, you know, some people are more comfortable than others with with just sort of going with that. They just do it naturally. But anyway, let's look at the Six of Discs. I mean, in some way, you know, when you speak of, oh God, this always happens. We get the Six of Discs again when we're looking at the Six of Discs. I was thinking of something then, you know, this idea of, what was it? This idea of guidance is like we literally, in some ways, a definition. I was thinking, what is the definition of that? I mean, everyone sees it and has it in their own way. But in some ways, guidance is like a surrender. It's like, well, I just give everything. It's like, okay, I'm open to guidance. So it's sort of like a letting go, you know. And these two, you know, these Six of Discs, it's a free flow, faith and understanding that. Can we have one more card for the two Six of Discs, please? Yeah, we know what our domain is here. We're quite secure here. This has been, this is seen to be. We see it. We know it. And there's a process by which we work with that. Of course. God. Let's have a look. Prince of Wands, whether this is aspects of you, Sagittarius, or someone in your life here. You certainly know what is your domain. You have resources here. We get the Ace of Pentacles, which is pretty amazing. This is you know, maybe it is aspects of your own risk-taking capabilities, because there's a key here in terms of walking through this door of abundance. It is abundance in more than just coin, opportunity, all of that stuff. It's pretty amazing. And of course, if we never took a risk, well, nothing would ever get nothing would ever be invented or anything, would it? Created, whatever. We're looking at the Prince of, actually the Nine of Cups fell out with that Ace of Pentacles. We really fully are confident in this. Whatever it is, Sag, whatever this is for you, these are really general, but you're really confident. You know what makes you happy. You know where your cups lie. You know it. Let's have a look at this Prince of Discs, please. Sagittarius. This is the Prince of Discs, strangely enough, this very reliable, steadfast, solid character. We clarify this with the Fool, is actually allowed, whether it's the hard work you've put in up till this point, focus up till this point, is allowing you the Fool. Or it may well be someone in your life, a character that has allowed you to release a lot of shit, I suppose, for want of a better term, and to embody the Fool, this new beginning, this whole new thing. Interesting. Now, Three of Wands, Magician, Sagittarius, please. It's a really good position of power. Balancing balancing aspects of structure and control with being really at the same time flexible with it is quite an achievement. We have the Emperor here with the Four of Wands, the double 11. Yes, people will say the consummate happy home here. it's also, you know, the four's been pretty solid, but there's there's an ability, as I was saying, ability to kind of be quite free in terms of movement within this Four of Wands, and yet it's a reliable and secure place. But you know, the qualities of a happy home is that, you know, you have, you know, you can do whatever you want in it, you know. So it's kind of nice. Anyway, so you certainly, yeah, interesting. Let's see what Brian Froud's Pixie and Fairies. Have we got anything for us, Pixie and Fairies? Yes, well, yes, quite a bit here. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. A level of healing, Tabira of the Waters. We allow those waters to rise up and fill every crevice until they overflow, and then, you know, at some point the rivers go down again, this oscillating, filling up and flowing out. It's a healing card. We also here have a card of speed. There's really no end point to this. It's fertile growth, it's green energy. It has a kind of strength that that is actually seen over time. There's a time element to that, if this makes sense. And then we have the Daniel Craig Soulless, this heart pulsating magnetic solar force, a God force really. As I say, we you know, in terms of guidance, we literally allow it to come through in whatever way we recognize it, and there is a surrender involved in that, I guess. So let's just see. So we're looking at pretty amazing kind of cementing of current, a cementing of current directives. How does that sound? We look at the journey map card face down, and a Kim Cran's animal card face down. We have mother love. These are connections here that go beyond time and space and all of that wonderful stuff. Familial connections, they don't have to be genetic, but we are connected. You may well be getting a lot of strength from your family, or people that you consider family. You may be getting a lot of stuff that a lot of stuff coming through that you didn't necessarily expect here. We also have the hawk, this amazing hawk. Eye on the prize, eye on the target. We've got incredible vision. Again, a lot of speed. Interesting, Sagittarius. Interesting. So I hope you got something out of this reading, and have a good week and take care. Thanks for tuning in, liking, sharing, and subscribing. If I didn't say that at the beginning, I do forget. And so take good care, and thanks again. 2022, here we go.